Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, JPM.Cuisine, where today for you, I have another unboxing of the MX3 line. This is the 270mm or the 10.6 inch Gyuto from Mercer Culinary. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. So again, the black sleeve with the copper inlay for the logo. We have the white tissue paper, very traditional feel. And then we have the sleeve, and this is the 270mm Gyuto here. So let's go ahead and move the box out of the way. I'm excited to use this one. All right. So this is the Sanmai, or the 3-layer VG10 core. We've got model number M16125. We've got the Delrin handle with the 3 rivets and the full tang. We've got that polished and rounded spine, and then we've got I think a hardness of 62 or 63, and we're looking at a convex grind on it. So we've got sort of that rounded type grind on it, and I think this is the 70-30 grind on it. So far, feels really good. Let's go ahead and get the weight on this one. So we're looking at 247 grams for a 270mm. That's pretty light. Let's see where the balance is. A little bit in front of the choil there. It's right on the heel. So we've got the balance right on the heel, and I mean this is 270mm, so it's a long knife. This is definitely the equivalent of a 10-inch. For the Gyuto, but we've got the Gyuto style profile, very long. The profile starts to curve about, a third of the way from the tip, so you can get a little bit of rock in there if you prefer. But then you've got a long, almost a flat, nice gradual curve that allows you to do slices, a long usage of the blade. It's got that double or that dual style polish, where you have the line here and then you've got the grind here, so it is that convex grind. So we'll get into some vegetables. So we'll start with the tomato. Slices through butter, get that balance right there. Just slice through. Tomato's too small for me to even use the entire length, but I needed it. It's right there. Nice clean cut through. Man, this thing is just beautiful. Thin through the MX3, as always. But that is where that first cut through the tomato is, it's slicing the tomato, hands off, getting that thin slice, that's the wow factor. But the true test for any chef or anybody out there who's cutting is when you first cut into that tomato and it just draws through. Like, there is no skin. I don't know if you guys have seen those commercials where, they're like sawing forever on a tomato, trying to cut through or squishing it. This not... There's no squishing. This is where it's at, because this is where it feels amazing in your hand. This is a true test of a quality tool, especially with that edge. Having the balance there, being able to utilize, that's a long blade, but being able to utilize it with finesse and with skill, that is where the benefit is, you know what I'm saying? So even though I'm far away, I mean, this right here allows me to use the tip or whatever, and if I just wanted to get some dicing on this tomato, you know what I'm saying? This is where it comes into play. This is where it's phenomenal. Some dicing. Oh, this Gyuto. This, oh my goodness, is a dream. Every single MX3 I've ever used, I've fallen in love with. They are just fantastic, fantastic knives. The way that they feel in your hand. If you never use an MX3 and you are serious about cooking, you have to get your hands on one of these. Even if it's, you know, the Sentoku, if you're used Sentokus, they offer, you know, Sentokus, Tsujihikis, Petties, Gyutos, different lengths. They offer the Nakiri. There's so many knives, model of knife, that you could essentially buy this entire set and be set. You wouldn't need anything else. Man, it feels so good. Let's see, just a push. Oh, so good. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful knife here. I love the way it feels. I love the way it cuts. I love the length. For me, this is probably the perfect length of a Gyuto. The longer the Gyuto, I mean, a 9.5 would still work perfectly in the kitchen. This right here gives you, you know, about an inch more, and it's just a little bit more cutting length that I get out of it. Phenomenal though. Very good feel. I really love the way it feels. Let's go ahead and break out an onion. I'll just slice into it. So just like I'm normally using it. Just glides through, no problem. Do some dicing here. Be careful if you do this that you don't cut all the way through the onion and nick your hand. It is very possible to do that. And this is where most of the time when you're doing this kind of dice, you're going to be using the tip for the majority of the pre-cuts, and then you're going to use the entire length of the blade in a push action to just get the dice out. And you know, I don't know what else to say. This knife is phenomenal. You guys probably seen all of my MX3 reviews or MX3 unboxings, and all I can say is that I love these MX3s because they are built with function in mind. The ergonomics on them, the way that, you know, they're just the detail that goes in, the thought that goes into the detail of this knife and design of this knife just tells me that whoever is, you know, making these knives isn't making them as a gimmick. They're making them for chefs. They're making them for cooks. They're making them for people who are going to use these in the kitchen, and they thought about what you need. Not the flashy, you know, kind of looks and feel and things of that nature that really don't offer anything to performance. These knives are designed with performance in mind, and they're just going to make you, you know, that much better in the kitchen, because it is a very quality skill tool that you have. And this will allow you to develop the skills that you need to use these properly. So I really enjoy these knives. I really enjoy this one specifically. Oh my goodness. I'm really glad I picked up the 10.6 inch or the 270 millimeter of this one, just because of that long slicing profile. Well, let me know what you guys think about the MX3s. Let me know if you've used them or if you're considering them. They're definitely a key player in my mind, and probably my go-to over Dowstrong and over you know, the Yaxel or Enzel's, any of those. These are definitely something that I would go to on a daily basis. This is probably my travel knife as well. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.